All right, today let's begin with the pull request workflow. So we'll be beginning with the first hands-on, that is the branch policy. So all these three are basically linked. So I want you to please follow close attention to my next six lectures, the theory and hands-on, because these are interconnected somewhat. So let's begin with our first hands-on for today, that is branch policy. All right, I'm in my Azure DevOps now. Let's begin by creating a new project here. Let's give a name like Cloud Guru Amit Branch Protection. I'll click on the create button below. All right, now first things first, we don't have anything because this is a clean project. I need to create one repo, and definitely something should be there. I'll go all the way to the straight down. Here we have the initialize. I'll click on initialize. It will initialize to the main branch. So here we go. I have something now. So if you look here, the main, I'll basically create, let's create one new file. I'll try to name it something breach main. This is kind of I'm creating like how to breach a main which we don't want, the main branch. We don't want someone to directly write something into it. So I'll write something. This is breach to, so it's a kind of like a breach to the main branch, because I'll be protecting main branch from now on. I don't want any of the developers or anyone to directly commit, because since I'm creating one new file, I'll show you how easy it is to directly commit everything into the new branch. So if you look, the branch name is main, right? So nothing is there, no work items is there to for trackability and nothing, right? Nothing is created, anyone can commit. So this is not the good practice in real world IT DevOps project, because we need to protect our main branch, right? So now let's protect our main branch. Think main branch as the master copy of our project. We don't want anyone accidentally breaking it, right? So what do we do? I'll go to the left hand corner, project settings on the bottom. So now here, if you look, we have the repos here, repository. I'll click on go to repository, and there we have the policies here. We can enforce repository policies, these as well, but as mentioned, we need to protect our main branch for this scenario. I'll click on this plus icon, and it says protect the default branch of each repository. That is the main branch for us. I'll click on create. So now let me explain these parameters. So the first one is require the minimum number of reviewers. So please note, if I turn this on, if I type even one, right? So one doesn't mean I can approve. Please note, the person who's developing the code, apart from that, another one person is required. Otherwise, no one can merge into the main branch, right? Since for me, I'm the only one in this project, right? But in real life DevOps project, there will be minimum two people. Like at least you'll be working with someone, right? So in that case, you need to type one, so the other person can review it, right? For me, I cannot show this for now, but because if I turn this on, I won't be able to merge later on. So for now, I'm keeping this off. Now here goes the important part. So if you want like any of the main branch someone is committing, it should be linked to the work items. Why? Because there should be Azure board task work ID, right? Which can be trackable, who's doing what. So this is how we are protecting our main branch. It should be linked to the work items. It cannot be like someone creating something out of the box. So next, we have the merge types. I'll explain this in a different video going forward. In next one or two videos will find this merge one, but for now let's keep it simple. I'll click, I've created the link work items this part. And if you look here, the one of the main important thing is that block pull request from being completed unless they have at least one work item linked. So we are good now. So now let's go back. And how do you verify it got saved? If you look here, default branch, it shows here in the branch policies, default branch will pop up. Now let's go back to my Azure repositories. So here I have now I'll do the same thing. I'll let's say create one new file. I'll try to do the same thing and check it out whether it's working or not, or anyone can breach. Breach main, I'll write twice. Let's click and let's type something like dummy text testing main branch merge directly. So let's try to click commit now. This is a default branch, right? Main branch we need to protect. Now please note I have switched on previously the work items to linked. I have not switched linked any work item because I haven't created the Azure boards now, right? So let's try to click commit. There we go. We are facing error. So here it says pushes to this branch are not permitted. You must use a pull request to update this branch. So there we go. For this tutorial, we have successfully protected the main branch. It's asking us to create a pull request to, like update this branch. So no one can create any orphan files and create directly merge into the main branch. So that's what it goes for this tutorial. Let's meet in our next interesting lecture where we'll be completing this flow.